Hi, contemplators. Before we get into this new episode, we have a few things we want to say.
Yeah, guys, we are very much with the Black Lives Matter movement and totally encourage you, contemplators, to stand with the black community at this time. This is a very serious subject for us. This is a very real thing that is happening. And we just want to make that clear that we stand and we ask for all of you to join us. If you can, make it to the protest. If you can donate, please donate, and we will put up.
We'll put up under the description of this episode all the places that we have personally donated, as well as some petitions that we have signed. So if you can't donate, at least sign something. And silence is not the answer. We need to do what we can to help out.
Yes, and our voices being heard it's very important for this time.
Yes.
So please, once again, stand with us, stand with the black community. Thank you once again, everybody, and we will continue on with the show.
Yes, enjoy.
This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarrok and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, contemplators.
All right, gang. It's good. It's a good day.
You know what I realized? You didn't do it this time, but whenever we start the podcast, you always say, hello, everybody, welcome back.
Yeah.
And your voice, I couldn't pinpoint who you sounded like, and I figured it out.
What?
You sound like the actor who originally was Officer Lockstock in Urinetown. I don't remember the actor's name. He was the original. I got to see him on Broadway. Mm-hmm. It was great, but yeah, he just...
Hello there, and welcome to Urinetown.
Not the place, of course, the musical.
Oh my god.
He's my favorite in that entire show. He's so fucking funny. But anyway.
Yes.
We got a Jarrok pick today.
It's a me pick. Yeah. Let's talk about the wine.
This is a fun one.
This is fun. Ooh, it's got a drip down the label.
Drip.
A little drip. I'm so excited I could just drip.
All right, Angina.
All right, so Naughty Vines, okay?
Naughty Vines.
Naughty Vines. We pretty much picked it because the label looks so Treebeard, man, and there's a lot of trees in this motherfucker.
A lot of trees.
So why not, you know? Let's see what our description is. Our Naughty Vines. Zinfandel represents the best of our Zinfandel grapes grown predominantly on 30-plus-year-old vines. All right, good enough.
All right, that was boring.
Yeah.
But the image is really cool. I definitely
really
want to post that on our thing. I don't want to post, like, wine bottles if they're not really, like, that interesting or if they were, really, really good.
This one looks cool, though.
This one
Of course,
is
I ruined
awesome.
it with the drip.
No, I think it looks cool when the wine drips on the label. I think it looks cool.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so now on to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook.
Yeah.
All right, we got Mammering, Snail Paste, Rabbit Sucker. Mammering, hesitating, stammering. Snail Paste, obviously, slow in speed and thought. Rabbit Sucker, very young, unweaned rabbit.
Oh my god! We have one of those in our backyard!
I know, isn't that ironic?
That is so
I just
funny.
saw one today.
Yeah, I saw it today
baby.
too. We have this little baby rabbit that goes between our backyard and our neighbors, and our dogs.
Oh, they love him.
They love it, but he's a quick one.
He is. He's smart too. He went under the wood pile.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck you, you ain't getting me today.
Yep.
All right. Just taking that wine in.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, everybody. Lord of the Rings, take 2. This is The Two Towers.
2 Towers.
2002. Okay, still Peter Jackson.
I am still totally dumbfounded that this was Orlando Bloom's first feature movie.
Yeah, The Fellowship was.
I didn't even believe you when you told me that. Mm-hmm. But when I IMDb'd his ass, yeah, he did
He did nothing.
He did nothing.
He did
Some British TV and
yeah.
one little movie. He didn't even have a name. His character name was Bookard guy or bookkeeping guy or something like that. Yeah.
But this was his big break.
Yeah, and he was born in 1977. Mm-hmm. And we found out a lot of ages today too.
We did find out a lot of ages.
Vigo was born in 1958.
58, was it?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I said he's 2 years older than my mom.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that he's just a couple years younger than my parents. It just blows me away.
Yeah, and he looked good.
He did, didn't he?
He very much did.
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but talking of ages, it's so funny. Bernard Hill, the guy that plays Theoden.
Who was that?
He played the king.
The king, okay.
Theoden. He, I guess, had a birthday, if we're talking like backstage. A little backstage fun fact. Yeah. He had like a birthday. It was in like a makeup chair. Uh-huh. And he was like, it's my birthday today, or something. And then it was, I guess, Orlando's birthday. And Orlando was all like, yeah, but I'm younger. He just said something. And
age before, beauty before age or something.
He said something about age. I didn't hear what he said, and I don't think anybody did. But Bernard Hill looks at the camera because they were filming him, and he just goes, he's a prick. He's a prick. And then it shoots back over to Orlando, and he's all laughing in his little makeup chair.
So
and it
funny.
was so funny, yeah.
Because I know when we post this episode, it'll be after this, but we saw one of our friends posted that Josh Gad from Frozen and Book of Mormon, he's been doing these like YouTube things where he like reunites like the cast of certain films, and they're doing Lord of the Rings this weekend.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We watched
definitely.
It,
oh yeah, we're gonna watch it. And if you didn't know about that, it'll already be available to watch. But Orlando Bloom, when they did a little like fun like quick call, and Orlando Bloom comes in, he's like, yeah, I'm always on the Zoom, but I had to go in the mirror and check, and yes, I'm Orlando Bloom. Like something very cunty like that. So it's funny that you said that story of him like, oh, well, I'm younger. Like,
yeah, I'm younger.
Is he like, I don't know, is he known for being a diva?
I don't know. I think he might be like
it could be like a joke.
A funny diva.
Yeah.
I think he like takes it as a
because he was kind of considered like a heartthrob when he came to be. Yeah. He was in all like the Tiger Beat magazines and all that shit.
But anywho. So, I guess let's go ahead and start off with the question.
Well, you know what?
Or what?
I didn't really have too many questions because I was going to wait to ask questions, but if I didn't ask while we were watching the film, I would have been totally lost. But I ended up asking you a few questions where we had to actually pause the film, and I had to be like, hold up, who are these people?
Yeah.
What's going on? Because the names are very hard.
Names are very similar.
They're very similar, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you did answer my question that I wrote down, but I asked, like, we're introduced to all these new, like, tribes. Yeah. Like, a new, like, group of humans.
Yeah, there's the Rohirrim, so it's Rohan, that's its own kingdom, and then Gondor, of course. But this is where you really see, like, the realms of men. In the first one, where we had that council, like, there would have been somebody from the Rohirrim. I don't remember this book, like, at all. This Two Towers one. I don't remember it. And shame on me for not trying to, like, research too much about it or remember, but...
Well, we're mainly talking about the movie.
True. So. But, so, I mean, I can't really say. But you could... I mean, I don't remember again. But there would have been somebody from Rohan at that council, most likely. Mm-hmm. There would have been somebody representing. But... Rohan is pretty much neighbors to Isengard, which is where Sauron is. That's Sauron's big tower. The White Wizard, Sauron.
Okay.
He's pretty much neighbors with them. So that's why...
Is that where the battle was?
The battle was at Helm's Deep. Yeah, they went to Helm's Deep.
I've heard
that's
that
their
before.
Like that's their fallout shelter. So if they have a problem, they go to the fortress of Helm's Deep, and that's where they make their stand.
Is Helm's Deep in D&D?
I don't think so.
I swear. I mean, if not, it's fine. But I swear I've heard that place before, like especially from you calling it like something. I don't know, Helm's Deep. But
I mean, a lot of people reference it as like Fallout Point. Yeah, I mean, because it's like the ultimate fortress. So if you're doing a hold up or something, you'd be like, we're just gonna Helm's Deep this bitch or something. Like. I mean, I don't know.
And speaking of D&D, the last time we played, we did a Discord game a couple weeks ago, and a couple of our buddies they were quoting Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship, and I was like, I get the quote. I get it! I'm finally getting it! But I know you were saying that there are more than obviously one tribe of humans.
There's a lot of, there's a lot of different there's the kingdoms of the humans, there's there's the fucking hill tribemen. I can't remember what their names were, but they were pushed up into the mountains by the Rohirrim. Mm-hmm. Again, I can't remember off the top of my head what their tribe, what their name was. But if you think about it, if you go in Game of Thrones, it would be the Reach and the Hill tribesmen. That's their relationship.
Yeah, you helped me a lot, referencing Game of Thrones. They would be this on Game of Thrones, because thankfully I know Game of Thrones, thanks to you.
Yeah.
So.
I know you wouldn't have. Again, that was like pulling teeth getting you into that show, too.
Was it?
Fuck
No.
it was.
Wait, hold up.
It was like pulling teeth getting you into any fucking show. Fucking Spartacus, Game of Thrones. What's the one on fucking Netflix with the kids?
With the kids?
Yeah, the one with the kids. Stranger Things. That was pulling fucking teeth.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
You're lying.
No,
I think.
I'm not.
Because
And if
hold
your
up.
fucking nose would be growing right now.
No, are you saying it's like pulling teeth to get me to start watching, or when I start to watch, it's like pulling teeth to get me to continue to watch?
To get you to start watching
Okay,
them.
thank you. Okay, that makes sense.
To get you to start watching
Yes.
them. I'll be like, hey, this just came out. You want to watch it? I was surprised you were gung-ho for The Witcher, probably because of fucking Henry Cavill.
That is a fact.
There you go. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I was surprised I even got you on that one so easily. But yeah, most of the shows, I'll just be like, oh yeah.
But aren't you thankful for that? Because if not, I don't think we would have a podcast if I wasn't, so difficult.
No, true. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And also, you introduced me to all those things.
Yeah.
And I ended up loving them.
No, true.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. So.
But yes, I love Spartacus. I love Game of Thrones. I love Stranger Things. And I love The Witcher.
Yes, good.
Don't hate on me.
I'm not. All right, so let's get down to business here once again.
Business.
All right. Any more questions? Any confusing things?
As of right now, no. The king.
Yeah.
That was
Theoden.
decrepit and influenced by Chucky.
Yeah. So Theoden, the king of Rohan, we find out his son was in a battle in the beginning of the film. We don't know, and his son was very badly wounded in Éomer, I believe, who is Carl Urban. Éomer.
Carl Urban. Huh?
Yeah.
Recognizable
Carl Urban
name.
You know Carl Urban.
No, I do. Yeah, I'm saying I recognize the...
Yeah, he finds him. He takes the king's son back, and you find out that Theoden is pretty much possessed, if you will. He's not remembering anyone. He's not making his own decisions. Grima Wormtongue is.
He just has this look of disdain on his face. He just, I don't care.
Yeah, and that's essentially what he is.
Yeah.
What he does. We got Grima Wormtongue, the actor who plays Chucky, of course. Yeah, Brad Dourif. And he was so good. He just plays that creep so fucking good.
When you got it, flaunt it, and make that money.
Yeah, he does, though, man. And he does that in Dune. I'm going to remedy that movie as well, the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
He does the same thing in that.
Are they remaking as
Dune?
A show or a movie?
What, Dune?
Yeah.
Movie,
okay.
Yeah, they're making a movie of Dune. They're remaking it. But... yeah, so they go back and you find out that the king, he has pretty much no recollection of anything. He isn't his own person anymore. Wormtongue, and they call him Wormtongue because that's what he does.
He's a fucking snake.
He is. He's a sniveling snake.
He's a cold-hearted snake.
So he starts whispering this bullshit in the king's ear, and Éomer calls him out on it. He's all like... how long have you been fucking whispering your bullshit in my uncle's ear? How long have you been watching my sister, Éowyn?
You said a voyeur, very creepy.
Yeah, he's a fucking perv.
Peeping Tom.
He is a peeping Tom with her. And so he threatens Grima and Wormtongue and starts doing all this shit. And then these guys come out of nowhere, start beating the shit out of Éomer. And Éomer is just like, what the fuck? And he's like, you're banished. you're leaving. And he's like, you can't make that decision. Like, that's up to the king. He goes, well, this isn't my decision. This is the king's decision. He signed it this morning. And he pulls out a contract.
Yeah, and I mentioned the way that the king signed it. I kind of got a, like, it looked like as if someone put their hand on his pen hand and, like, signed it and...
Well, he's so decrepit.
Yeah.
That's, probably.
I just think it was a little more than just, he's just so old, he can barely do his signature. I felt it was a little more than just that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let me have it.
Maybe on that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I love that. And then we have, of course, in the beginning of the film, we have the Gandalf, we had Reminisce Gandalf fighting the Balrog.
Yeah.
And
his POV of what happened down there.
Exactly, yeah. And he falls into water, and then all of a sudden he's on the top of a fucking mountain. Like, he was fighting that fucking thing for a while.
Yeah.
And then he kills it.
Yeah, but it's like, again, I still saw a lot of fighting skills.
But no magic.
No.
Yeah.
Like, what makes him a wizard? He does have that moment where he, like, levels up and becomes the white, which I do have questions about that. Do you want to, like, stick to Gandalf since we got there?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
So I know he, like, kind of explained it, but sometimes it's like talking in riddles.
Right.
Which
some Tolkien does in his books.
Yes.
So.
But Gandalf tried to, like, explain what happened to him when he became the white. Like, explain that, what the transition.
So I'm pretty sure I touched base on this in the last episode, or in the Fellowship. The wizards are essentially...
Angels,
if you will. Yes, they are essentially angels. They are brought down to Middle Earth to wander the land as old men, and there were 5 of them. Okay, so they all walk around, and Sauron was the head of the order. He was the most powerful. He's the head honcho, and he's the bee's knees. So when he went AWOL, I can't remember what the gods or whatever who are above them are called, but
can I try conspiracy theory?
Go ahead, please.
Kind of like what you did with
absolutely
Shades Darker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you said angel.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got guardian angel.
Yeah.
Do you think, guardian angel, and if they, I guess, die or something happens where they're close to death, whoever comes down and says, cause I think I heard him say, someone said, like, your job isn't over with.
Mm-hmm. He said that.
Yeah, so I'll let you come back, but stronger? Is that?
You're not honestly wrong. You're not too far off. He comes back as Sauron.
Yes.
So, because Sauron betrayed the faith, if you will. He betrayed Middle Earth.
So Gandalf was like the replacement.
Yes.
Okay.
He got his job now.
He got promoted.
And Sauron pretty much kind of...
He got his walking papers.
Yeah. And Sauron, if you will...
You're fired.
He got fired. But that's that. In the Balrogs, it's the same. They're like the demons, if you will. So, like, when he was fighting the Balrog, when both died, the Balrog would probably, if I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think I'm right. The Balrog would be sent back to Middle Earth. It's just like how Gandalf would. But, like, they wouldn't really die. They would just be sent back and, reincarnated or some shit.
As something else?
Mm-hmm.
Like, something, like, less threatening?
No.
Oh, okay.
They'd pretty much
That would be
themselves...
interesting if that was, like, a rule. If you die evil, you come back as mulch. And then if you die a hero, like Gandalf, you get to level up and become something better and more powerful, maybe. Oh.
Yeah. But Gandalf, he proved himself. He proved himself to be sent back and be the new Sauron, which is why he became Gandalf the White.
Yeah.
And then Sauron, as I said, becomes Sauron of many colors because he fucking lost his white papers.
He lost his white privilege.
You lost your white privilege.
Oh,
buddy.
God.
Yeah. So, but that's that with them. And then Gandalf, of course... Well, let's talk. Do you have anything else you want to go on about?
If you want to talk more about Gandalf, the next thing on my list talks about the broken toe, the trees, and Gollum.
Okay, the broken toe. So I honestly was going to go that route anyway. So I do love... One of my guilty pleasures of this film, one of my favorite moments, is honestly when the Uruk-hai meet up with the orcs. When they meet up with, like, the regular orcs. With Merry and Pippin. And they have the clash. I love that in movies. I don't know why. I love fucking, like, inner feuds when it's, like, supposed to be
when
the
they're
same
supposed to
side.
be on the same side.
I love that. I just... But I honestly, I love showdowns.
Yeah.
I love showdowns. I have this huge love for it. Because they'll be like, there'll be, like, this standoff. Like when they're all like, well, we want to eat the hobbits. Let's eat the hobbits.
Yeah.
No one goes, they are not for eating.
Pippin and...
Merry and Pippin.
It is Merry. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like mishearing, but yeah, his name is Merry. That's awesome.
Merry! Yeah.
With an E.
With an E, Merry. But they have that shit, and then it's just so badass seeing the Uruk-hai just like, get back, scum!
Yeah.
And they're just pushing them off.
They're all like puff chest.
Yeah. Why can't we have some meat? That dude's funny. They all are funny though, but and then they have that moment, and when they all start fighting, and he cuts the head off of the one orc, and he's just like, "Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys."
And I swear that's a quote you've said before.
All the time. I always fucking say, "Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys."
I recognized way more
I
quotes
quote this movie a lot.
in this second one than the first. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait to talk about your favorite one. It's too bad we had to take Gypsy out, but she was being a little playful, and now it's not the time.
She just wanted to chew on her bones.
Yeah.
But anywho, no, I love that. But we do have the boys, Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas. They are pretty much this entire beginning of the film are running. They are running.
Poor guys.
And this is what it is in the book too. They're running. I believe the book opens with them like running, just hunting for Merry and Pippin.
How dare Randall in Clerks 2 say that they were just walking?
Yeah, they ran.
They were running.
Some of them run, but they are like just running. They're trying to keep up, and they meet up with the Rohirrim because when the feud between the orcs happen, they get ambushed by the Rohirrim.
Right, and those are the people that got banished.
I don't know if we caught that or not, but yeah.
Well, you said
if we talk about
you said the
we did.
The main dude got
Éomer got banished, but his men, and I think there were like 5,000 of them. So pretty much all of the whole army of Rohan was banished because Éomer was the head of the army. So they were all like, well, then we're leaving. Because I was
going to ask that.
Yeah, because we're not fucking around with the king if he's going to banish our fucking general, our leader. We're going to fucking leave. So him and all of the men loyal to him left.
Yeah, talk about like true loyalty.
Right, and only a handful of people loyal to the king stayed. And so they leave.
Okay, that makes more sense than something else.
Right, but Aragorn... He sees them coming because at first they hide. They don't know who it is. Yeah. And he sees them and he's like, Rohan! What news from the River Mar? Or whatever the fuck. And they all turn around, and I love the fucking horseplay in this movie. I love how uniform the horses and everything is.
Oh, okay, horseplay. Okay,
fun fact,
I was thinking of something else. I'm sorry.
So fun fact, the majority... And actually, let me ask you, what did you think about some of the Rohirrim? Were you paying attention to any of their, like, faces?
No.
The men on the horses?
No.
You weren't paying attention?
No. Should I have? Were they, like, good-looking or something?
The majority of those riders were women.
Fuck yeah!
With beards. They put beards on the whip because the majority, some of the most people that could ride, I think in New Zealand, I think that's what the thing was.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was that they got a lot of riders who were women, and they had to fucking beard them up.
Also, most of them were wearing helmets, too.
Right.
So it was really hard to really... Yeah.
But that's what, I mean, and awesome though.
I think that's
so
fucking phenomenal.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And they were handling those horses like some motherfuckers. That was some good shit. But
I'm delighted that you told me that. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's so fun that it was all pretty much women. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, so...
Well, women have better lower body strength.
They can tighten
so they can really
get
grip onto
Yeah.
the horses, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. But, yeah, so that was cool. So he gets the information, and he finds out... We find out that the Rohirrim, they ambushed the orcs and the Uruk-hai and killed them. And they said, did you see 2 hobbits?
Oh, yeah.
And Eomer was like, we have no fucking idea if they were hobbits or not.
Yeah, because the orcs and the whatever, they thought that they were the hobbits that had the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Uruk-hai thought that Merry and Pippin had the ring.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. Like, Pippin was all like, they think we have the ring. And Merry's like, shut the fuck up. Like, if they don't think we have it, they're going to kill us.
Yes, then we're going to be supper.
Yeah, let's go. Because the Uruk-hai want to take us alive. The orcs want to fucking eat us.
Yeah.
let's stay alive for a while, okay?
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I like. That one orc who, he literally gets away while all the... And if you look during that scene, when they start eating the one guy... You see, they do start eating more orcs. Like, they literally start, like, eating the orcs.
Full-on cannibalism.
And then some of them fucking straight up just surround and are keeping the other orcs back to keep them from interfering with the Uruk-hai eating.
Oh.
Like, they really, like, form a fucking wall and just block off.
You ain't eating shit!
Yeah, they're all like, you're
ours.
not fucking doing anything, we're doing this. And then that's when that one orc who's chasing Merry and Pippin, he's like, go ahead, squeal. There's no one gonna save you now. And that's when he gets a spear in the back and he's just like, ah!
Yeah.
You know, and then you see the horses coming in, you see that one badass with the fucking bow just shooting. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah. And then they go on, well, we think, as a first-time viewer, that the horse lands on Pippin.
Yes, they trick us.
Yeah, and then that's when Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas go to the fire, they find the belts that they had from Galadriel.
So can you say they didn't dance into the fire?
They didn't dance into the fire!
I knew you wouldn't resist
the
that.
fatal kiss is all we need. All right, so
does that bring up the toe gate?
Yeah, so it's a
toe gate.
Jesus. So as soon as Gimli shows the belt, Aragorn has this fucking powerful moment where he's like, he kicks a fucking helmet, and then he just, and then he drops to a knee. Well, when he does that moment, he kicks the helmet. And then he fucking lets out that goddamn bellow, that fucking amazing, just
anguish.
And then he just drops, and he's holding, and Jax, everybody's like, all right, oh my god, Vio, that was amazing, that was great, thank you. You know, you can stop now. And he's just still in the moment. And they're like, Vigo, we're good, we got it. And he just like looks at it, I broke my toe. He broke 2 of his fucking toes kicking the helmet. And what is funny is that he did that scene 4 times.
After?
Before.
Oh,
because
before. Okay.
Peter Jackson was like, okay, I love this, but he put a camera down at one angle and was like, I want you to kick it as close as you can to the camera.
Oh.
And every time he got the helmet closer to the camera. So he was like, okay, I want him to do it one more time, and I want him to get it because he kept getting it closer. So he was like, I think he's gonna get it like right where I want it.
Yeah,
as soon as he get. So the last take and the take that they used, which is he got the helmet right where he wanted it with the camera, but he broke his toes. But they were like, we kept that moment, and that's why I laugh every fucking time because that is the moment that he broke his fucking toe. They kept it in the film.
I laughed too because I knew that before.
Yeah.
Either before or maybe when
I might
we
have told you before.
watched the second one, my first time in Cali. But knowing that, I can really see that he is angry, frustrated, and in pain because he just fucked up.
He just fucked up his toe. It's so great. And there were so many injuries. Like, Orlando Bloom got injured.
Oh, God.
Really good.
You know what? If you don't get injured in a film, you're not doing it right.
Fuck
I guess.
no.
I don't know.
Fuck no. And It's funny because I had an ex in high school who used to say...
Of course you did have an ex in high school.
Right, thank you.
We have one hanging in this room right now.
An ex?
Or whatever that is, a hammer.
An ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I thought you said axe.
No, an ex.
Oh, an X.
An ex.
I thought you said axe.
No, I got plenty of those.
Yes, you did.
No, an X is not hanging in
You
this
don't have-
fucking in this room. There is no X hanging in this room.
We have one of Jarrok's exes.
One of my X's is right above my computer bag.
Yes.
Just right next to the Warhammer.
Head and chest.
I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Well, not throw up. I meant because I was swallowing the wine. Not because, okay,
Oh my
fuck
God,
it. Anywho.
That's funny.
No, she was nice. So, anywho, but she used to like, I remember when I watched this with her the first time, she was like, oh my God, do you know that scene where Orlando he jumps onto the horse? He broke his ribs doing that. And I was like, no, he didn't because that's CGI. And they were like, that's why it's CGI because he tried to do it and he broke his ribs. And I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. So allow me for any of you that think that Orlando Bloom actually tried to fucking jump onto that fucking horse in that ridiculous fashion. He fell off the fucking horse in the stunt double for Gimli. Well, the shorter version of Gimli.
Yeah.
He fell off too. And landed on Orlando Bloom and broke one of his ribs.
Okay.
Yeah, and broke one of his ribs. That's what it was. So don't think that Orlando Bloom is some fucking, like, fun runner who can jump on a running horse.
I'm trying to, like, think back to, like, my gymnastics, like, terms of, like, what he did to get on that horse.
That, honestly, that annoys me.
Like only
that.
Only like a professional, like a male gymnast can do something like that. Because when I think of like the horse part of gymnastics, like for men that has like those like things, that's the type of shit that they do where their legs are like crossing through it and shit. That is some like male gymnastics like shit.
Now, I would have believed it if he would have went clockwise. The problem for me was...
I thought he did go clockwise.
No, he went counter.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. He fucking grabbed...
From where?
He
from
grabbed on...
From our view?
So our view to the right, if we are watching the television, our right, he takes his right hand, grabs the neck of the horse, and then swings to the right. So he goes counter. And then somehow... like his legs shoot into a plank, and then he just flings his legs over Gimli and is in front. It's the most ridiculous fucking thing I have ever seen.
I don't want to argue, but it didn't seem counterclockwise to me.
Is this not clockwise? This
is clockwise. Like if the horse is coming towards us right now.
No. This is cock. That's clock. That's counter.
Oh my God, you're so right. Fuck me.
Yeah, that's counter.
We're
over here fucking
we're like
drawing in the air on a podcast.
We're literally drawing clocks right now. Like you guys can fucking see us.
No, this is clockwise.
No, this is clockwise.
This is the clockwise.
No way, this is clockwise. But yeah, you're right.
No, so he does that. Now, I could believe it if he did it the other fucking way. I don't know why they did that. But
well, maybe because he like leaped in front. Did he like leap in front of the horse?
I think they I think they were just like, he's an elf, he can do it.
Yeah.
They probably did it, and then somebody was like, "No, let's redo it." They're like, well, to save time, let's not redo it. Let's just fucking
this is what green screen is for.
Right. Anywho, that's me. That's like
undoable.
that's one of my like least favorite things about the fucking film.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. That was very
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's not even believable in that world.
Yeah, but anyway, that's something that happened. There are a lot of injuries.
Of course,
there's a lot of injuries.
It's very action packed.
Yeah. So, but that's that. Do you have any other questions on your list?
Well, I guess we can talk about the trees.
Yeah, let's talk tree
now. I thought,
and honestly, that's kind of where we're at. We're actually fucking going in
my notes are in like chronological order.
Oh, good. So
But,
yeah,
the trees I thought were very beautiful. It gave me very like Pan's Labyrinth vibe. So I thought they were beautiful, but also I don't know, like silly and not that necessary until the end where they fought.
So I mean, Treebeard. I love Treebeard because he saves the young ones. He saves Merry and Pippin. He kills the orc. And then he thinks that they're orcs. So it kind of shows... The Treants are very simple.
Yes.
They're very slow, and that's kind of what we were being fed in the film. And that's... The frustration of Merry and Pippin is essentially supposed to be our frustration with the trees. In my view.
Okay.
In my eyes. Because it's they are so frustrated trying to talk to Treebeard that it's just like...
Yeah, because
he's, I know what to
he's telling them, like, stories, and they're falling asleep.
Yeah, his poems.
Yes. He's a poet.
He's a tree poet.
Tree poet.
He was saying some poets, and they fall asleep, and he's just like, go to sleep.
That's one thing, like, just because they're sleeping, like, why did you have to put them down? But he said, I gotta meet with the other trees.
Yeah, I believe he went to go call them.
Because he's in no hurry.
No, he's in no fucking... None of them are in a hurry.
Yeah, if he was in a hurry, he would let them sleep.
The only time you
strap them in.
Yeah, the only time you see the trees move fast is at the end.
At the end, yeah.
Is at the end of the film.
Yeah.
And and you love it. And just looking at Fangorn and how they're all like, Gimli's all like, what madness drove him in there? And it's because Fangorn's supposed to be like haunted, and the forest is alive, and the trees, all that shit. They have their own personality, and that's Legolas. He even says, he's like, the elves taught the trees to speak a long time ago.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
I just remember when they were in that forest, he was getting a sense of like, wow, there's a lot
of anger. There's a lot.
Yes, a lot going on.
And that's because we can go to it. That's kind of like humanity, if you will. Like, the trees were one of the first fucking things on the planet.
Yeah.
And here we are cutting them down, and we're destroying them, and we're destroying them for how? We're destroying them for things that we need most of the time. But at the same time, it's like we are literally getting rid of, and this is Sauron. And you could argue that Sauron is...
mankind?
Yeah, if you will. Because he is. He's
literally... power.
And Treebeard even says it. He said, there was once a time where Sauron would walk in my woods and would literally enjoy the scene. He would walk the woods. He loved nature. He loved everything. Now he has a heart of metal and stone and fire. Like, that is his passion now.
Yeah, and he's...
his destruction.
Since the first movie, he's been cutting down all the trees.
Uprooting them.
Yeah.
He's been fucking pulling them from the roots.
Yeah, and that's... It gave me a sense of, like, why I love our backyard so much, because I love fucking trees. I've loved trees since I was young.
I hate that we have one that's dying.
I know. We have this one tree that's dying, and I don't want to get rid of it, but it is becoming so sad, and...
well, we get rid of it, we plant a new one.
Yes, absolutely. If and when we do this, we have to plant another one. Yeah. Because that was a big seller for me with this.
For both of us. I loved it.
Was the size of our backyard and the fact that we have like a mini forest in
absolutely,
like right there.
Yeah,
that's our property. Is a bunch of trees.
Yeah, I love it.
Beautiful trees.
Yes, but that's what's crazy about it. It's
Yeah, I fully agree with you. The whole Saruman, whatever. He is kind of like the corrupted man, wanting power, wanting land, wanting to just destroy and
Absolutely, yeah. He represents the shadiness of mankind.
The ugliness. Okay, let's. How about we move on to my next question? Goes to like Gollum.
We can talk about Gollum
because we finally like officially meet him.
Yeah, we officially meet Gollum, and we meet him in my first time viewing this in the theaters. Again, this was every Lord of the Rings I went and saw at midnight showing and didn't have to go to school. It was a fucking tradition.
That's lovely.
I know. Every time a Lord of the Rings came out, I didn't have to go to school the next day, and it was lovely. It was gorgeous. Because it was my birthday.
It was your birthday.
It was my birthday, so that was my birthday present. I never got anything. I got $25 from my grandparents and
of course.
and fucking a free day from school, so I was set.
And seeing like a movie like been dying to see the whole year.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was that. So Gollum.
Yeah.
So,
at first, it was really hard for me to understand what the hell he was saying.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was what's his name, Andy Serkis's voice, which it just sounds painful just hearing him talk like that.
You don't even know, like well, you do know you're a singer, but
yeah.
You know, he had to. They made a drink that they would call Gollum juice, which was essentially, I can't remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure it was hot water, a fuckload of honey, lemon, and something else probably. I mean, if it was me, I'd probably put like some garlic in the motherfucker. But that would coat his throat, and he would drink it every fucking time before and he would have it on standby.
Yeah.
So anytime before he would talk, he would drink it, and then after a take, he'd drink it. He just kept drinking this shit because of the damage that his voice was going through. It just
sounds like us when we were in college, like especially during days where we would have to sing. Mm-hmm. I would do it. I know Tomas, I would always see him with fucking tea because he was always the lead in all the musicals. And he had to sing so much that, like, having that tea with the lemon and the honey. Yeah. It's magic.
For me, when I would say, like, for me, tea, I didn't like doing the tea because tea dried my throat out. Unless I had, like, a lot of phlegm, I would do tea. But tea would, like, dry my throat. It was like the complete opposite. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a fucking coffee drinker.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But that was me with tea. But like hot water and honey.
People do that too. Yeah, just like plain hot water and lemon,
and of course,
honey.
A clove of garlic. You know, John DeLuise told me about the clove of garlic.
Yeah, that garlic
and
shit.
And I would do that. But when I did do that one time, I do remember I was with Malia Tequila, and I did have a clove. I did have a clove of garlic. And we went and saw a play. I think it was Shakespeare. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But we went and saw a play.
Was it at school?
Yeah, we went and saw a play, and I was sitting next to her, and she literally like leaned in because you know Tequila.
Oh my god!
She leaned in, and she just goes, "Jarrok, did you have garlic before you came in?" And I was like so embarrassed. I was like, yeah.
I bet you were like sweating.
That's what she said. She didn't even smell it on my face. She was like, it's literally coming off.
Coming out of your
pores. And it was a really hot fucking, because it was a theater. We were in our theater, and it was just bodies everywhere. I'm sweating. I'm hot. And it was just coming out of the pores. And she was like, oh my God. She was like,
you stink.
You need to not ever do that again. I was like, I'm sorry that I'm losing my voice, and I have a fucking performance tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay? I gotta do it.
You know, anytime I needed to sing something rock or grungy, I used to smoke a bunch of cigarettes.
There you go.
It's not a good idea. I don't recommend it. There are actual voice teachers that help people that sing those heavy metal, those...
Oh, John helped me a lot,
Yeah, like they are really good at training that specifically. So you don't do something destructive like chain smoke, but... Honestly, like, when I would chain smoke before, like, an audition, and when I had to sing, like, a rock song, I sounded awesome.
Yeah, and if you go back to people from, like, the 50s and the 40s, and you see them when they were young singing, they're tenors, and then by the time they hit fucking 70 or 60 and they're still singing, they're all of a sudden down here.
Yeah, they're at your level.
They're at my level, but before they started smoking and doing all that shit, yeah, you know what I gotta do. It's just so fucking goofy.
Yeah, they ruin their voices, so take care of your vocal cords, honeys.
Exactly.
But Gollum also, he talks in the third person.
Oh, dude, he's Jekyll and Hyde.
He has this, like, inner, like, turmoil, and I I wrote it down a little later. He has, it kind of like brought me to like, oh my God, this is kind of like me. He has a self-saboteur.
Yeah.
We
all have
we all have that little voice that says you're not good enough, you're gonna fail,
What's
this
that
and this
syndrome?
And that.
It's a real thing. It's like
fuck.
invader syndrome.
No. Fuck! I just had it and I lost it. Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
What's his name? Matt Mercer.
Matt Mercer has
talks
it,
about it all the time.
He's got that issue. I mean, honestly, sometimes I feel like I have it because we all do. We all have that inner voice. Imposter syndrome. Yes.
Oh my God! As soon as I hit my Google app, I was like, okay, I got imposter syndrome.
We all have that, though. I swear, because I know I do.
Oh my God!
I'll fucking have just like how you were saying that you have that. Fuck, man. I know. Sometimes when I'll be like in the bathroom, because usually when I'm like alone, I'll be like talking to myself randomly, and I'll be like, "You fucking don't know. You don't know what you're doing."
Yeah. And we honestly, we do that for this podcast all the time. Like anytime it's our quote episode, we'll be like, "Oh my God, this is gonna be horrible. People are gonna hate it. It's boring, or it's this and that," and then we'll get like a good response. Yeah, and it's like, what? Were you listening to what I was listening?
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like it can get so bad. And a lot of people that are like artists, or I think in the art industry in general, that I don't know. Like
again, that's why a lot of us have anxiety.
Depression, substance abuse is a huge thing in that industry, and it's...
Will Friedle, again, said it the best. If you go to a table read or anything, if you say, who here has anxiety, damn near everybody at the table is going to raise their hand.
Yes.
Or if any of you suffer from depression, like, you're going to raise your fucking hand.
Yeah, and it's like crazy because I love, and I know you do too, like performing. Yeah. Like that is it. But leading up to getting there is a fucking battle.
It's a gamble. It is a gamble in this industry.
Yeah, because like I can just completely overthink everything, and I don't know, it can be a good thing or a bad thing, because like especially when I was in school, I would, and sometimes with this podcast, I'll write a bunch of notes or I'll overdo the work, but they say that do all that work, but before you get on stage, let that go. Yeah. Believe in yourself that you've put all that knowledge in your head, in your body, and just allow the moment to happen. Because if you overthink it, you're going to try to control the moment, and it's not going to be organic, and it's just, all that work is going to be for nothing. Yeah. So just let that work go. Easier said than done. Yeah. But that's the best advice we could ever give to anyone that wants to perform in some way. And to just do it.
Just do it.
Just go out there. Get out there and fucking do it. Yeah. But yeah, that's, I don't know, like something about Gollum, like he was just like really annoying, but at the same time I was just like, oh my God, I feel the hurt.
You do.
I feel the hurt. I feel you, man.
Yeah, for real though.
You.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the point of him. That's why Bilbo couldn't do it. That's why Bilbo could not kill him. Yeah. Because Bilbo had his moment. He was gonna fucking knife his ass.
He had a lot of moments,
He was gonna fucking kill him.
And so did Gollum. Gollum had a bunch of times where he could have killed Bilbo, Sam, and just run off with the ring and have his precious and be like, yeah. Exactly. But he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
And I like that.
Because that's his, if you will, that's his sane side. That's his human side.
That's his like hobbit.
His hobbit side, yeah. He's sitting there and he's just constantly in conflict. And you really see it because he was out to kill them in the very beginning of the film. But when Frodo shows him compassion
and calls him by his
he made him remember who he really was. Yeah. So Smeagol popped it. He was, what did you call me? And he was like, oh, I'm Smeagol. So then that's when he starts literally having this inner feud throughout the entire film. And I love the scene where he is talking to himself. He is literally fighting. Smeagol and Gollum are arguing. Mm-hmm. And Gollum is all like, they're going to hate you. You're horrible. Da-da-da-da. And he's like, I'm not listening. Yeah. I'm not listening. And he goes, you murderer.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, oh, precious.
I need to, like, reference Drag Race right now. So, season 7, Katya was a lot like Gollum, where she would just, like...
Did I know Steven said?
That was when you stopped
Holy shit.
watching Drag Race with me.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I just
you
felt like
you
they
know...
jumped the shark. It's just me.
Everyone argues that season 7 wasn't done correctly, but it gave us some really great drag queens. Trixie, Katya, Kennedy Davenport, Jasmine fucking Masters, legend.
Well, just as I thought, trash.
Anyway, but he was while Katya was out of drag, RuPaul was saying, you have this thing where you have this inner saboteur. And Katya was like, I call her Brenda. Like, he names his self-saboteur.
Oh my God.
And then RuPaul was saying, yeah, there's a another voice to kind of like uplift you. And Katya's like, yeah, and I call him Carl. It's perfect.
Oh my God.
I know. Oh, Katya's fucking...
What would your self-saboteur be named? What would you name your self-saboteur?
Well, at first, I would use Katya and I would call my self-saboteur Brenda, because that's such a cunty, like, almost like a Karen, but I didn't, like, Brenda and Karen, I don't know, I feel like those are, like, similar kind of names, but I should probably come up with my own name. I don't know, I usually just call her Cunt.
Good one.
Yeah, like, you're not the good kind of cunt, like cunty, but...
Yeah.
The bad kind of cunt. But yeah, I don't know. That's something to think about. I need to have my own Brenda.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for yours at all?
You know, I think I do. It would be like Nigel Clearhaven.
Is that an actual person?
No.
Okay.
But I just feel like it would be like, you know, a bill collector or somebody that just annoys the fuck out of you all the time. I feel like that would be the name of like a bill collector. My name was Nigel Clearhaven. Nice to talk to you today. Yeah, he farted.
Yeah. Ugh,
Jesus Christ, dude.
you know what? There's a chick when I was a cheerleader. She said
What's her name, Nigel Clearhaven?
I cannot remember her name, but if and when I do remember her name, that's going to be my self-saboteur name, because she did this thing to me that, like, still to this day, like, fucks me up. So when I became a sophomore, I was bumped up to varsity for cheerleading because I was a good tumbler. I did gymnastics when I was as a young kid, so I knew how to do certain skills, and I was a dancer. And when we would take tumbling classes, we ended up taking classes from the people that used to train me when I was in gymnastics. And the teachers wanted me to demonstrate doing a round off from, like, being on your knees. And when I did it, this cheerleader, she was a senior, and poor girl, she couldn't even do a back handspring. Like, she really, really struggled with tumbling and couldn't really be on the competitive team. Yeah. Because you had to at least be able to do a back handspring. And I heard her kind of say under my breath, she's like, ugh, she's just showing off. Oh. And I said, like, no, I'm not. And she's like, yes, you are. And, like, those little words, like, words
fucking hurt.
Words are like bullets.
You better believe it, yeah.
From South Park, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth!
No, it's okay. He'll run out of steam here pretty soon.
But yeah, like, saying that I'm showing off just because, like, I can do a skill that you can't do, like, it really hurt me, and it made me, like, not ever want to show myself at my best and not want to, bring my full self out there because I was afraid that people would think that I'm showing off. But anyway, long story short, yeah, if I can remember that chick's name, she will be the name.
You know you are, bitch.
You know you are, bitch.
You know you are, bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so back to Gollum.
Yeah, back to Gollum. I grew to like him.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're, like, talking about him.
Yeah.
I do like him.
It's just so sad, though, too, because he has that and then when he finally beats Gollum, when Smeagol beats Gollum and shoos him away, and you got Sam battered. Now, you can't blame Sam.
No.
You can't. You cannot. But when Smeagol brings the rabbits, I love that. He brings the rabbits and he throws them down and he's trying to be nice. And Frodo sees it. And Frodo's like, oh my god, Sam, look. And he smiles at Sam.
Look,
Sam,
we have meat.
he brought food.
We can have a stew.
Yeah.
We can use that salt that you love so much.
Yeah, it's finest in the Shire. So and then he's just like, and he starts eating the fucking shit. And he's just like, you're gonna make him sick now! He's like, there's only one way to make a brace of conies. And then he starts eating his, what'd you do? Stupid fat hobbitses. What'd you do? And he just starts freaking out over the shit.
Yeah, it kind of makes you like, with Sam, he's that type of friend. Okay, I don't know if this happens with men. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. There are some women, especially the ones that are very insecure, but are, if you look at them from the outside, they are very, very pretty. They're very smart. They're like the queen bee.
Yeah.
But they will have a best friend who's not as pretty, not as talented, and would use that friend to make themselves feel better. And I feel like Sam kind of like, well, Sam does it to himself, really. I'm not saying that Frodo is this queen bee, but I mean, I guess this happens at the end, but Sam's like, oh, well, you think they're going to create stories and songs? They're going to talk about, oh, brave Frodo and blah, blah, blah. And Frodo's like, well, you can't forget Sam the brave or the courageous.
Sam the brave.
Like,
Samwise the brave.
Yeah, like it's like the opposite.
Don't make fun of me, Mr. Frodo.
Like, I'm not. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't fucking be here. But I don't know if guys do that.
I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think I've had really too many friends that have done that. But it's so funny that I just thought of this, that Sam is what Anastasia's friend should have been, right?
Yes.
Sam is what what's her fucking name?
Kate.
Sam is
with a K.
Sam is what Kate with a K should have been.
In the films. Yeah, in the book, she's a little better, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, but Sam, he's so fucking hard on Smeagol and Gollum, and
which is, I mean,
again, yeah,
I can see it from both ways. He's very protective of Frodo, but he will never understand the connection that Smeagol and Frodo have because
of the ring.
Yes.
And that's, and Smeagol does that. He seriously, like, when they were about to go charge into Mordor through the fucking Black Gates, Smeagol's like, no, do not. You are going to legitimately give him the fucking ring. You are just going to walk through the gates?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, obviously, Smeagol doesn't want the fucking Sauron to have the ring, but at the same time, he does. It's not Gollum anymore, it's Smeagol. So he does not want Frodo, or even Sam, if you will, probably more so Frodo, but he doesn't want Frodo to get caught, and he sure as shit doesn't, want the ring to get caught. So he's like, no, you're gonna be stupid. We gotta go this way.
Yeah.
We gotta go around.
So, I guess we can somewhat move on. So, Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol/Gollum get captured.
Yeah, we meet.
It was another time I needed you to help me because something went like way over my head that connected.
We meet Faramir. We meet Faramir. He is he's Boromir's brother.
Sean Bean.
He's Sean's Bean. Yeah. He's Sean Bean's brother.
Yeah, I just could not remember. I can't remember anyone's name.
David Wenham. David Wenham plays Faramir, and God, I love him. He's so good. But Faramir, again, Boromir's brother. We see the Gondor Rangers pretty much fucking they fucking let it rain. They let this goddamn deluge of arrows, this fucking volley that fucks. Again, another, I don't know what these guys were called. I can't remember. But it's another group of men, and they are loyal to Sauron, and they have the elephants.
Oh, the elephants.
The elephants.
Oh,
those big fucking
animals.
elephants. Yeah, these things are fucking savage.
They are huge.
Yeah, they are savage. They have, like, pretty much fortresses on top of them. They've got like these fortresses that
They
are
had
on
like
top.
a very like Eastern look to them.
They did, yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that was supposed to be like what they were, like
Okay.
if you will. Yeah, they did. Especially when you see the two walk. And you see the guy that falls off, you see his face, and he is very like Eastern.
Yeah. Like in a beautiful way, I want to say, because I don't want to like pinpoint where I think that they're from, because I'm not positive, and I don't want to be like,
Yeah.
horrible about that. But
No.
it was, I don't know, like
Well, Faramir
if I
said
didn't
it.
know who they were,
Well,
I'd be
Faramir-
like, hey, let them in.
Faramir even said it. Faramir had one of the best sayings, and you'll only see it in the extended edition. And that's what. When you watch The Lord of the Rings, you have to watch the extended editions. You cannot watch the theatricals.
And I have to say, I understand that now.
Yeah.
Because when we were watching it yesterday, I don't know if anyone else has had this problem, but our internet has been shit
It's
ever
been
since
garbage.
this quarantine.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because we were watching the film and the internet kept fucking us, and you had to just be like, all right, we're going to have to watch the DVD that you have. It's the theatrical version.
Yeah.
And while we were watching it, and I even wrote this down as a note, because at first I was like, oh my God, why are we watching these fucking extended versions? Like, are they really that important?
Yes.
But, well, yeah, that is, ever since that happened, I'm saying it like it was so long ago, but when we had to change to the theatrical version and you were explaining to me, well, this gets explained more and more things happen, blah, 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 I'm like, fuck, I actually kind of miss watching the extended version because I feel like I'm missing all this shit that, like, doesn't make sense in the
Yeah.
theatrical version. I understand that theaters have to condense things because of time and
Well,
whatnot.
especially when this came out, we were still in the VHS stage.
Yes.
You know, we were still in the VHS stage, so it was like, but honestly, we weren't, because when this came out, we were on the stage of converting to DVD. So the extended edition for this was like fucking 3 DVDs plus the special features.
Well, I remember like Titanic. You had, when you got it on VHS, you got two fucking tapes.
VHSs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was essentially this. If you got it on fucking tape, you got like fucking 2 or 3. I don't
Two
know.
or three.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, the movie alone theatrically is damn near 3 hours, but with the extended edition, it's an extra hour.
It's like close
It's
to
an
4.
hour of content that is cut.
But I have to say, I agree. I think it was actually important.
Yeah. But to what Faramir was saying, he literally is looking at this body. He walks in, he tells Frodo, he starts talking to Frodo, and he's like, I wonder what drove this man to do what he did. Like, he's just like, who talked him into this? Who made him? Did he even enjoy doing it? Is he doing this because he's being told to? I wonder what his name is. If he was afraid, he just starts talking about humanity, and it's just he's just literally like, was he scared when he died? Like, almost like, I had to kill this man, and he probably was not even a bad person, and he was just led into a horrible, because they all worship Sauron. Who said that he actually worships Sauron? Is he just doing it to save his own life?
Yeah, and did he get pushed to the point of hunger that he was willing to kill an innocent person because they were getting starved?
Right.
Yeah, they were being starved.
Yeah, it's
So,
just nuts.
yeah.
But yeah, that's, So, but you have that moment, and then when we go to the cave, and they all and then we start to learn about Boromir. We learn that Faramir found Boromir's horn cleaved in two, and then you see Boromir kind of having like a vision or a dream of seeing Boromir's body, and then Faramir has
In the boat.
In the boat, yeah.
Was that a dream?
I believe that was a vision.
Okay.
I like to think that was like a vision. I don't think he found the boat, because honestly,
okay.
if he found the boat, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Again, I don't remember the books, but in
I don't
the first
know.
film,
I don't know the geology.
in the
of
first
it.
film, Boromir went over a fucking waterfall, so it would not make sense
Oh yeah.
if his body. I mean, it
was
wouldn't.
still on that little.
Was still in the.
boat.
I mean, if so, then there is magic in this world. Who the fuck knows? But
They stapled him to
yeah, they fucking duct
They
taped
taped
him.
him up,
Yeah. But yeah, and then we see Osgiliath, which is a city, that was...
Do you have cable ties?
Do you have cable ties? Jesus Christ. So Osgiliath, which is a city that neighbors, it's pretty much the city outside of Gondor that it neighbors Gondor, and it's, I think, right between Gondor and Mordor, if I remember correctly. And it was taken, Faramir was originally there to protect it, and it got overrun, and Faramir had to leave. But Boromir, with his men, went in and retook the city, and that's the vision that we see, or the memory of Boromir putting the flag down.
Yeah, we get to
like,
see Sean Bean.
We get to see Sean
Which is
Bean
funny,
again.
he looked younger in that one than he did in the Fellowship.
And it was supposed to be around the same time, maybe.
I
mean, well, that was direct.
They
that was like
his face
maybe,
a little
but that
younger.
was exactly like right. Yeah, they probably did. I don't
Maybe.
know, makeup. Who fuck knows?
Or he didn't age, which is fine. Men don't really age.
He probably didn't, because he didn't look that old in fucking Game of Thrones either.
No, he did not.
You know, but
No, he did
gotta
not.
love him.
Yeah,
but,
I love him.
Yeah, but he's having that moment, and then the father comes down, the steward of Gondor.
Yeah, you can tell who the favorite child is.
Yeah, absolutely. Boromir and Faramir are having their moment, and they're bonding, having their brotherly love, and
Having some very foamy ale.
yeah. Oh God, I know. You even
Oh,
saw
that
the fucking
foam. Yeah,
You
they
saw
got
the
that
fucking mustache on
the foam
Sean Bean.
mustache.
And his father comes out, and you just hear you hear, "Where is Gondor's finest? Where is my firstborn?"
And that,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, is Jarrok's favorite line to say about our dog Gypsy.
Yeah, she is our firstborn.
She is our first dog. She is our firstborn, and Jarrok says it all the time. And I think it's adorable because it's true, but I really didn't get that was from Lord of the Rings until this kind of moment. Yep.
Where is my firstborn? Yeah, and then you see him and Boromir arguing, and they're literally like back and forth about Faramir. They're arguing about Faramir. And then the steward says, "I need you to go. Elrond contacted us and said that a meeting is happening, and I believe that it's about the One Ring.
Of the utmost importance."
Yes. So Boromir goes off, and that was his last time seeing Faramir.
Yeah.
And then we have that moment where Faramir, he fucking is almost... He's going to kill fucking Gollum. He's going to kill Smeagol.
Yeah.
And Frodo's like, do not. That's a friend of mine. Like,
That's
don't
my
do it.
kin,
So Frodo goes down and tells Smeagol, he's like, Smeagol, I need you to come with me. Come with me right now. Do you not get in that wall? Like, stop. You're going to get shot. He doesn't say any of that, but he's like, I need you to come with me. I need you to trust me.
Leave the
Come
fish
with me."
alone.
Yeah, come with me. He goes, where's down now? And then he has that moment. And then Smeagol comes, and then the men come and just start beating the shit out of fucking Smeagol. I hated that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, they just start beating the shit out of him. And then they take him, they throw him up against the wall, and then we have that fucking... And then Gollum comes back.
So it was because of them that Gollum came back.
Yes, because
They were
Gollum,
mistreating him.
Gollum was... And this is how it is for some people, and what Me, Myself, and Irene. Perfect fucking example.
Oh, wow.
Perfect fucking example of Me, Myself, and Irene. Fucking... What's his name in
Interesting.
it? It's Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
I can't remember his character's name.
Yeah.
But...
Lloyd? No,
I don't
that's
remember.
Dumb and Dumber.
No. No, but so the Jim Carrey is the dad, the nice one. Mm-hmm.
I just don't, mwah, daddy.
Mwah, daddy.
Yeah.
He gets that. He has that that personality that is Hank. The badass.
yes.
Hank is the badass and is his hate. It's everything that he has bottled up. Mm-hmm. And Hank comes out when he is scared. It's like,
We're gonna rock you.
but anywho, that's Gollum, you know, and
Yeah.
Gollum even said it. Gollum was like,
Push
you
him
know,
over
you
the
can't
edge.
do anything without me. I am the reason we survive. I am the reason. Da 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 da. Smeagol's like, no, I don't need to. But anhew, she's coming. Smeagol, what's wrong, Smeagol? Why does he cry?
Oh.
Master Trickster! I told you he was Trixie.
He was Trixie.
He was Trixie Mattel!
Not Trixie Mattel.
Oh my god. But anywho, having all that moment, and fucking, he stole it from us. And then Faramir, what did he steal? He stole my precious! He just has that fucking scream. And yeah, so Faramir finds out Frodo's got the fucking ring.
Yeah.
And then we have that fucking moment where he confronts Frodo and, give me the ring. And then Sam, of course, all like, you want to know why Boromir died? You want to know what killed your brother?
The ring.
The ring! You tried to take the ring from Frodo. It drove your brother mad!
Yeah.
And then Faramir kind of like opens up at the end.
He does.
Faramir's like, okay, he sees that Frodo needs to destroy this ring. He lets him go.
Yeah. I want to bring up the other woman in
Éowyn?
in Aragorn's life.
So Éowyn, sister to Éomer.
Éowyn, Aemir, Aragorn.
Aragorn.
Oh my god,
I know,
all these
they're all
damn
so
names.
They're so same. She is the niece to Theoden. And I really like Éowyn. I truly do.
I do too. She's a fighter.
She is a fucking fighter. She is
badass.
She is that representation of women who were told to, let's just say it, stay in the kitchen.
Be barefoot and pregnant.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
She's like, no, I fucking can fight. Let me get out there. Let me go do this. And she shows that she has that moment where she's swinging the sword and Aragorn goes up to her and fucking parry 5, or I don't remember.
Parry 5.
I don't remember if it was a 5 or I can't fucking remember.
I never got to take sword and shield.
Right, but he parried sword and shield.
Is that what it's?
I mean,
is that what
stage
it's
combat,
called?
but yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, sword and shield.
Okay,
absolutely.
then why'd you laugh at me?
I didn't. I just thought it was funny. Fuck me, right? But anywho, so sword and shield. So Aragorn parries the fucking shit, and then she shows, and he's like, "Oh, you have skill with the blade," and she's like, "Well, yeah." But anywho, so she kind of shows there that she's kind of like, "I don't know who you are. I don't like you." But then when
she's kind of turned on though.
At the same time, yes. But she's more turned on, I think, when he starts. I can't remember which comes first, but when the horse, the prince's horse, was going batshit. When the prince's horse starts going batshit, Aragorn goes up to the horse and calms it down and says, "Let this horse go. He's seen enough battle. Mm-hmm. His master died. Let him go." Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Okay," and they let the horse go. Then she has that moment where they're in their caravan, and of course Gimli, the fucking comedy relief.
I have to say, Gimli, I feel bad for him. I don't know, it's nice that they make him the comic relief, but all right, it was kind of like, all right, how many short jokes can you shove into one film?
Right.
It was a little too much.
Yeah, you think?
For me, I guess. I don't know.
That was the fun, I guess. I don't know, yeah.
I did like the, at the end when Gimli and Legolas had that thing. Oh, I've killed this many people. Oh,
yeah.
I liked that.
They have that moment.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was talking about dwarf women.
Yeah.
Because they had beard.
Think that there are no dwarf women. The dwarves just sprout out of holes in the ground. And she just starts laughing.
Her laugh, I have to say, I don't know if that's what she was legit laughing at, or something else made her laugh, because that was a very genuine laugh.
I know, I agree.
Kind of like, what's his name when he kicked the helmet.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. It just seemed a little out of character, but also very endearing.
Yeah, absolutely. But he starts... Gimli has that moment, and then Aragorn and her start to kind of, I guess
connect.
You could say connect, flirt. And she...
flirt.
Well, he wasn't flirting.
No, he was not.
He was not at all. And she goes up, she cooks stew. And obviously we're supposed to know... Because Gimli wouldn't even fucking take the stew. Gimli, would you like stew? And he's like, "Oh no, I couldn't." And then
Yeah.
she takes the stew to Aragorn and goes, Aragorn, I made stew. Would you like some? He takes one fucking, what looks like uncooked fucking chicken, or it honestly looked like
It just looks like
tuna.
Yeah, like raw. No, it looked
Raw
like
something.
raw lobster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it could have been cooked.
So he puts it in his mouth and he's just like about to vomit.
Is that supposed to be like word in the street? Is that she's a terrible cook?
I don't know.
Because
guess.
Gimli said no?
I mean, I think that's what we're supposed to fucking think, because, I mean, dwarves, they fucking eat everything.
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess, for a dwarf to say no to food is
it's like, oh, shit.
Big deal.
But, so Aragorn, when he tries it, he's like about to vomit. She starts to walk away and he's about to pour the bowl. And then he spills it because she turns right back around. He spills it all over his hands and burns his hands.
And his leg.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, God.
God damn it, why'd you turn away? Why'd you turn back?
And then they have that moment that they start to connect even more. And you have that look of her actually talking to him. You find out he is one of the Dunedain, a race that is no longer around because they were pretty much wiped out.
Yeah, and he's like,
it's a race
how
of
old?
men. He's 87.
87.
He is 87 and he looks like he's fucking 40 something.
I am 87 going on 48.
Right. Yes. But, yeah, he's young.
But we also get a little glimpse of
Liv
Tyler and the elves. She's still kind of like holding a candle.
Yeah, she still has.
And her dad is like, what? So he's gonna age, you're gonna fall in love, get married, he's gonna eventually die a couple or whatever 100 years earlier than you.
The fact
so
is
you're
that
gonna be alone for the
she
next this
won't-
many 100 years.
Yeah, she won't ever die unless she is killed.
Yeah.
So she will literally live forever unless she dies in battle or something. And he will die before her. That is what Elrond is trying to tell her. And it's like, you need to just go to the Grey Havens so you can live so that you can be around your people and da-da-da-da. And that's the thing that I don't remember, is that if there's like a time limit, like there are you need to go to the Grey Havens now. It's like, I can't remember if there's like a certain time to go or what. Because it's like, what the fuck is the point? Can't she just go next year, or after she sees, like, when he dies, can she go? Like, what is it? I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, you said that a lot of the elves are going there because they know that
they're gonna die because Middle Earth is about to be
extinct.
Yeah, I mean, Sauron is coming
It's
back.
like the year of the dinosaurs.
Sauron is coming back. The orcs are taking over. These are the signs, and the elves are like, "What? Are we just gonna fucking fight another losing war?" You know,
Yeah.
the Gil-galad died, and pretty much the Noldor died, and everybody. The elves don't believe that men are worth saving, so they are literally like, "We're just gonna leave." Like, it all died with Gil-galad, the Noldor, and everybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and before we talk more about elves, because I know they're going to be brought up soon, but I wrote down a note you told me to write down, and that was the king, his forehead lines.
That was we already discussed that. I was going
Did
to bring up his age, because that was the forehead line.
Okay.
That was his age. For me, I don't know. I mean, his forehead lines, I don't know.
What I said was, normally when someone ages,
right,
on the forehead you would have horizontal lines. Mm-hmm. But this, if it was the actor or makeup, I don't know, but his forehead lines were vertical. They were up and down. That was what I mentioned that, and you were like, "Oh, wait, we'll write that down. I have something to say about that."
Okay, say.
No, you did.
No, I was talking about because of his age. That's what I was talking about. I didn't know that you were going to go like horizontal type stuff with it. I didn't know. I just said the wrinkles because of the age. That I wanted to remind myself about his age.
Okay.
I don't know about his horizontal lines or...
Okay. So, there's going to be this big battle.
Mm-hmm.
And they have pretty much no one.
At Helm's Deep, yeah. They've got 300 people, and there's probably like 20 fighting men.
Yeah.
Because they
older men,
They again
young
lost
boys.
a lot because they were ambushed by warg riders.
Yeah.
So they were ambushed by the Warg Riders, who killed a lot more of their fighting men.
Yeah.
So they've probably got, like, not a lot of fighting dudes.
Yeah. But then these elves, they're elves, right?
Yeah,
they
elves.
come in. Is, like, are they different from, like, Liv Tyler's dad's elf?
Those elves that show up, it's Craig Parker's character, Haldir.
Which I have to say, I can't forgive him.
I know.
I can't, but, like, I
love
love the actor, but what he was in Spartacus, I can't look at him the same, which means he's a great actor.
He is. He's amazing.
I'm going to give him props. I tip the shit out of him, but I can't see him anything else but, what's his name, Glauber or Glabber?
Glavius, right? The
I don't know.
Legatus. He was the Legatus.
I thought it was Glauber or something gross like that.
I don't know. Glavius. But, yeah, no, Haldir, they show up because Elrond was having that mental conversation with Galadriel. And Haldir is one of Galadriel's forest elves. He is the forest elves with Galadriel. So what I think is that all the fighting elves... excuse me.
I know, like, this wine made me a little, like,
I'm
burpy.
a little fucking gassy myself. Well, burpy-ish gassy.
You gassy bitch.
Scallywag. But, Haldir was one of Galadriel's elves, and we saw him in the Fellowship, and the dwarf breathed so loudly we could have shot him in the dark. But anywho,
That fucking voice.
I love his voice so much. I love it.
That fucking voice.
I love it. But he shows up and he says that Elrond sent us with a message that elves fought aside men. And we're here to honor that allegiance once again. I don't know how many elves showed up. Obviously enough. It probably was like...
That's cool, but I'm going to say...
500, I don't know.
Craig, I'll forgive, but I'll never forget.
That's good. But,
so, there's this big battle going on, and they get a bunch of help.
Yeah.
We get a couple more short jokes from...
Well, we got to talk about the humans when the Rohan people, they had no fighting men. They were using fucking like children, and they were using old men. I don't know. Did we?
I thought we did.
Okay, well we maybe did, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But anywho.
But yeah, because they had like nobody.
Yeah.
A lot of the fighters they followed their leader that was banished.
Yeah.
Who eventually, fucking Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
comes in and brings them. So yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was this battle now, because
it's called something else in the book, but it's the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Battle of Helm's Deep, yeah. That was just, I guess, the what's to come in the next film.
Absolutely.
That's what I got out of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because it was a battle that wasn't to be won. There were children and old
10,000
men.
against 300.
300, and those 300 had these broken down, busted swords and shields.
Yeah.
But, like, Viggo, like, his character was just, like, he's so believed in, like, well, if they're gonna fight, I'm gonna fight with them. Like, does he have, like, a death wish or something? Or
he
is
believes.
he just, like, or is he just, like,
no,
that,
his
like...
thing was that these fucking men, these old men, these children, these farmers, these people that are not warriors they have seen, and in Gimli's words, they have seen not enough, they have seen... too few winners, or too many, blah, 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 blah.
No,
Legolas
it was
something.
like too many sunsets or too little.
Yeah, too many winners, and then Legolas is like, or too few, or some shit like that, I don't know. But then Aragorn is like...
Then I will with them, or something.
Well, because Legolas says, everybody here is going to die, we need to leave. And then Aragorn is like, then I'm going to die as one of them. These are farmers. These are non-fighters that are going to fight for their lives. They're going to fight for what they believe in. They're going to fight to save their women. They're going to fight to save everything. because literally Sauron is going to wipe them out. Aragorn makes it very clear to Theoden, he's not out for your farms. They're not going to burn your farms. They're coming here to fucking kill you. They are going to fucking ruin the seed. They aren't going to let any flowers grow, if you will. They are going to fucking kill you at the root. They are going to kill everyone. They want to wipe out men. So that is what Aragorn is saying. And then we have that wonderful moment where Aragorn is talking to Theoden and is like, you need to send out riders for help. You need to send out messengers. You need to get in there. Theoden's all like, oh, who will come? Elves, dwarves, we are not so light as you are. And
we don't have as many friends like you do. We don't have the connections like you do.
Gondor will answer. Gondor. Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell?
Oh my god, you just spit all over me.
That's my glob of spit. Just
your
like
globber of spit?
Just like fucking Gollum when he spit at the fish. Or when he spit at the fucking taters. The taters spit. Alright.
Anyway,
back to fucking Gondor. Where was Gondor? So Gondor didn't ever show up for anything for Rohan. So Rohan is like, fuck Gondor, and we have that moment where Faramir knows that Rohan is about to be under attack. But at the same time, Osgiliath is getting fucking attacked by Sauron. Sauron is attacking Osgiliath. So we have two armies, two towers. There you go. We have
See, now you're having issues saying those fucking names.
I fucking know.
Tolkien, I blame you.
Sauron is attacking Gondor while Sauron is attacking Rohan. So it's like Gondor couldn't come if they even fucking wanted to.
Right.
Because they are getting their asses rammed as well. But yeah, the elves show up, Haldir shows up.
Yeah.
And it's sad because we lose pretty much all the elves. Right when that explosion happens, we lose like all of the elves. Because they were on the front lines.
And we lose Craig.
Who?
Don't we lose Craig?
Oh, yeah, we do. We absolutely do.
Yeah.
He doesn't die in the explosion, but he gets fucked
Eventually,
up. But he gets fucked up. Yeah, we lose him.
Yeah, and the trees finally say that they're going to help.
Well, the trees took horrible...
They took hours.
Yeah, because they first were like, no, we're not going to do anything. It's fine. We're not going to do anything. And then Pippin, of all people, was like, let's go south. You need to take us to Isengard. And he's like, well, that doesn't make much sense to me. He goes, yeah, the closer we are to danger, the farther we are from harm.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't understand, but I will take you that way. Okay, little hobbit, hang on. He takes him, and then he sees what Sauron has done. He has killed all of the trees.
Acres and acres of trees.
And he is, and you have that beautiful moment of Treebeard just... These trees were my friends. I knew them all from root and stem.
From
acorns. Yeah, he's just saying all these things. He's like, oh my god, I cannot believe...
He makes that big, like...
A wizard should know better. Yeah, and then he lets out that roar.
Yes.
Roar! And then... Yeah. And now all of a sudden, all the fucking tree ants come out of nowhere.
Yeah. And they're like all heart strong.
They're all fucking
like, battle ready.
Up. Yeah. And they fucking my business.
They decided to rage.
They decided to rage. And do you know who that actor is that plays Treebeard?
Who?
Treebeard. Do you know who that actor is?
I
didn't think you would know. It's John Rhys Davies. It's Gimli is playing Treebeard as well.
I thought that for a second, honestly.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's Gimli.
But I do like that scene where they are the trees are fighting because they open up that that dam.
Yeah.
And that one tree that's on fire, he's
too.
like, thank God! That one poor tree that was on fire.
I love it! He does that. Everyone hold, and then the water comes, and you just see him fucking back.
He does a nosedive. He's just like, thank the heavens.
He does, dude. He goes face first in that shit. He just. I love that so much. I'm so glad.
I was so happy for him, but like I was so like I couldn't help but laugh. Because I could see like it was a CGI tree, but I can see the desperation. Like fuck, I'm on fire.
I know.
Water's coming at me.
I'm going in.
Balls deep.
Exactly. Jesus. Yeah, but then we have at the battle, it's all looking grim. Oh my god, I have to say something. So when I was watching the making,
Okay.
so it's never a big like war movie or a big battle sequence unless the stuntmen do the fucking haka. Like fucking in the making of the film, the goddamn Urukai start doing the haka. They're spit on you again. I'm sorry.
Spit on me again.
Hey man, I'm fucking not enough wine. So they start doing the haka and whatever. But that's not what I'm getting at. But that's just another fun fact. But there was a moment that made me laugh. I was actually barbecuing. I didn't get to watch this, but it was them they were filming the Rohirrim holding the gate as the gate was getting battered.
Yeah.
And they were holding the gate, and somebody said, I don't know who the fuck it was, but as the gate was getting rammed and everybody's like holding the gate.
I'm gonna ram him.
Somebody screams out. It's the Jehovah's Witnesses! Hold him!
Oh my!
And they scream it out! They scream, it's the Jehovah's Witnesses! Hold him!
Oh my god!
And it was so funny because they were all still so serious. Holding the fucking
because that's a real fucking thing.
I know! But it was so
we
funny.
would get those.
I know, we did. And when we lived in fucking De Pere.
Yeah.
In De Pere.
And Newtown has its own fucking church and religion.
Newtown, St. Charles was fucking...
Blech.
I did not like it, personally.
Blech.
Nope, that's fucking Stepford Wives.
Yeah.
But anywho, but it was just so funny to me. But anywho, but finally now we get Gandalf, and Éomer shows up with the 5,000.
Yes.
When all hope was about to be lost.
All hope is lost.
Theoden, everybody, they all ride out for one last fight. Éomer and everybody shows up, they go fighting, and they save them. They fight off the Uruk-hai, and the Uruk-hai go running into the forest.
Into the forest of the...
Into the forest.
The alive trees.
I love that moment, because they run into the forest, and Éomer is all like, everybody stay away from the forest.
Yeah.
And then they go in, and the trees wait until every single one goes in. And then
deep in there.
And then all of a sudden you see the trees start to move.
Whopping willow trees, all over the place.
You hear fucking screams, you hear roars, you hear all kinds of shit. And Gandalf is just like, well, that's the end of that, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of that shit. And then finally, we jump over to Frodo here.
Yeah, we're at the end.
So Frodo, actually, when the Nazgul shows up, Frodo is about to give the fucking ring to the Nazgul, and then it takes Sam to tackle him. And Frodo literally is looking at the Nazgul and is about to put the ring on, like, right in front of the Nazgul. And it's just like, hello. I
must have missed that.
You must have.
I thought that Bilbo was going to, like, kill somebody. Frodo. Or, sorry, not Bilbo. Yeah.
Frodo.
I probably called Frodo Bilbo.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't catch it.
I don't know. But Frodo, it looked like he was going to, like, kill somebody, not, like, hand over the ring. But that makes more sense.
Yeah, he was going to hand over that fucking ring. He was about to hand it over. And then Sam caught him, and then that's when he pulled the sword on Sam. And Faramir shot that fucking drake or whatever. It's not a dragon. It's not a dragon. Because dragons in this world are very smart.
Right.
Dragons in this world are very fucking smart, and they're very fucking evil. Like, Smaug was the last dragon.
Yeah, and that's the one I remember.
Yeah, Smaug was the last. And that, again, if you go to The Hobbit...
Yeah.
Fucking... And again, with the... It could take us to the Fellowship.
Yes.
Gandalf constantly has this fear with, like, the Balrog or Smaug... Mm-hmm. of them aligning with Sauron. With Sauron, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because he's like, if Smaug aligns with Sauron, we're fucked. If this Balrog aligns with Sauron, we're fucked.
Yeah.
That's that constant.
Yeah, and Sam has this really great speech I want to bring up where he says, I'm going to paraphrase this to shit, but we do not belong here. We are supposed to be back at home. This is not something that we are meant to do, but we are here doing it, and we're going to see it through no matter what. That's strong. Yeah. That is fucking Sam the Brave.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. You know? Absolutely. And even Gollum had that moment of like, but still it wasn't enough. Smeagol still fucking gave in and was like, he gave in to Gollum. Smeagol did. And he was like, yeah, I really can't be anything without you. Yeah. I'm nothing without Gollum. Yeah. And Faramir has that moment of, where are you leading them? Because he tells them. Because Frodo says, this is where we're going to go. Faramir's like, no, it's dangerous where you're about to fucking go. Do not.
Yeah, everyone's against Gollum but Frodo.
Yeah. So then Faramir, when he has Gollum alone, he picks him up and he's all like, if you do any harm to them, I wish swift death upon you.
Yes.
And you do not harm them, you know, and all that shit. And Gollum's just like, okay, whatever. And then at the end, that's when we talk about Samwise the Brave and Frodo.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And then Gollum's all like, I'm gonna take them to her.
Yeah, to her.
Mm-hmm. And we'll find out who her is.
In the next one.
Film. So I think we covered hopefully a good amount.
I think we did. And I have to say, I had a really good time.
I did too.
Doing this.
This was really good. Yeah.
I am like, yeah.
Yeah, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to bring up the fucking silver balls from the, because I can't believe we fucking, I cannot believe I forgot to fucking talk about that.
The silver balls
50 Shades Dark.
Jarrok is talking about is from 50 Shades Darker, which we have been kicking ourselves for not mentioning them, but we will for the next episode, which is special shout out. Special shout out for those silver balls. 50 Shades Freed is going to be the next and last installment of the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy.
So before we end, I'm going to ask the question, will you watch this one without me?
No, but I was happy to be, especially having you help me get caught up in everything and remember like who is who and what is what. I felt less in the dark with this one. Mm-hmm. So I am actually excited for the third one than I was after watching the first one, watching the second one. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Notebook. Now back to the handy dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook. Mammering snail-paced rabbit sucker. Who was it? Who was the hesitating, stammering, slow and speeding thought, unweaned rabbit?
The fucking trees.
I think,
beard tree, whatever.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, really were.
That's who I thought.
They really were, dude. Yeah. The tree beard was. In my head, I was kind of like, I want to give that to Wormtongue, but he wasn't. He's not an idiot. Wormtongue is a fucking genius. No, he's very
smart, yeah.
Wormtongue is a genius. And,
yeah.
So all right, everybody.
We did it.
Those are Two Towers. Thank you once again for joining us. Mm-hmm. Everybody, please, thank you. Like and subscribe. You can find us on all podcasting platforms.
I love we put on the voice for this moment. It's the podcast voice. Please, leave us a review, a like if you shall.
A few quick programs.
Quick program, yeah. We are all over social fucking media. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. And Facebook, Movies and Contemplation. And we also have a Gmail if you wish to send us an email. movies.contemplation@gmail.com. Our pretties.
Yes.
Our precious.
So we'll see you preciouses next episode for 50 Shades Freed.
Freed, yes.
Goofy fucking title. All right, everybody. Thank you once again, and we'll see you cats next time.
Yes, I want to break free. Break free.
Bye-bye.